The reason why that is important is that when you get a sharp up move, a lot of people will say, okay, I'm going to sell into it. When it can digest that move and it doesn't take out this low down here for 2 years, double the time, that's overall telling you that there's a great amount of pressure building. And the fact that it hasn't taken out this low is very, very bullish. So to me, on a longer macro basis, this is a very bullish chart. You see how it's digesting for so much longer than it went up, and it hasn't even this. But now let me just ask you a question. If the digestion went below here, right? If we took out this low, then it's no longer valid. That's not what you want to see.
Gareth Soloway is renowned for his macroeconomic analysis, technical chart analysis, and trade signal alerts. He has created proprietary indicators like the confirmation signal, river theory, three-tail theory, cycle analysis, and a sentiment indicator that is game-changing. In a new obsession with the charts, Gareth has decided to offer free technical analysis sessions to his followers and YouTube subscribers. In this video, we would explore Soloway's analysis of the crypto market, where he analyzes about 5 different crypto assets and shows the pattern they follow in the charts. Furthermore, he offers some pointers to traders about how to read certain patterns on the chart and his preferred indicators and method. This is a very insightful video for any trader or anyone aspiring to become better at their analysis or investment options. He mentions Bitcoin's impressive move regardless of dollars breaking out into a bull trend, stating that the reverse would normally be the case, but is quite impressive for Bitcoin. He further elaborated on Ether, stating that this is a good time for the cryptocurrency and won't be surprised to see it soar from here on out. He also talks about other cryptocurrencies and assets. Let us now go into the video as Gareth Soloway educates us on the use of technical analysis and chart patterns. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, and drop your comments below.
So far, this is good to see on Bitcoin, but look at what you're running into. See these lows right here? All right, basically this 22,600, 650 level. Look at what we're into. So right now, this is a nice move on Bitcoin. You got to kind of tip your cap to it. But let's see where it closes. Can it close above this trend line here, this resistance line at 22.65? That's going to be key. Bitcoin, yes, it's a good move, and it's actually impressive because you're seeing the dollar rise. Now, usually Bitcoin falls when the dollar rises. So right now, this is an impressive move on Bitcoin. Let's see if it can close above 22,650 today. That would be impressive if it could. I'm also watching this bearish pattern of consolidation to see if that gets negated. That would also be something that would get my attention. Obviously, folks, I'm going to update you all. All right, let's go to Ethereum's chart, see what Ethereum has in store for us. This is also a huge day on Ethereum. Huge. Okay, the reason why it's so big is because, number one, we hit support right here a few days ago, right? Right in here. You hit support. Now look at the bounce, which is what you're supposed to get. You hit support. It's like running into a wall. You should bounce off the wall. And in this case, it's an up move. The big thing to watch, look at the upsloping trend line. Do we close above that upsloping trend line today? That's the question. If we do, that could be short-term bullish for Ethereum, and it can start trading inside of this range again. So the line I have, and again, my line may not be 100% accurate, but we're going to call it at 1575. Can Ethereum close above 1575 today? If it does, that is very, very bullish for the Ethereum chart. That would be a re-entry into the channel here. It would at least give bulls some hope that we could then trade and maybe retest this high area over here. Just like Bitcoin. Notice how Bitcoin, I mean, this is what I love about charts. Bitcoin's into a key level. We're watching a key level today. Ethereum's into a key level. I mean, all of these things, all right? So that is what you want to do. You want to continue to really focus in on these levels and see where they go. I'm seeing someone just continually ask about FTM. Aren't they bankrupt? You really want to trade a bankrupt stock or a bankrupt crypto? I don't know. I mean, I can look at it real quick. FTT, but again, to me, you know, it's just a matter of when it's going to get liquidated. I don't like this chart at all. I'm just going to be honest with you. Look at this. See that trend line? That's a breakdown below there. You'll have some support on FTX right here. Again, this wouldn't be something that I would be involved in personally. Once you get those kind of headlines, is there a chance for a bounce? Yeah, you can see it bounced over here, but for me, again, I'm going to stick with the best of breed. Best of breeds, definitely. FTM, not FTX. I got you. All right, there we go. FTM. Let's take a look at that one. So we can go into just a couple questions, guys, here. All right, so FTM, nice little up move. It's trying to retrace here into these levels. Let me find here one of the lines that I would be focusing in on. All right, so if we do make a move up, your resistance is going to be up here at about 69 cents. There's a trend line right up there. That's only if it's going to get to that level, though. Aside from that, this is a big fall here with an inside bar move. So again, I'd probably be looking to short it at 68 cents if I was looking at this one to be a short on that one.
Gareth continues his analysis with Chainlink, pointing out its trend line and his predictions using the analysis gotten. He further elaborated on the platinum chart, stating that it has a good consolidation and wouldn't be a bad time to get into it. This, of course, is his outlook. He also mentioned Coinbase and oil, stating that oil may see some bounce and a little bullish run, but he strongly affirms a return to normal levels for oil. Let us now continue with the analysis in the video.
Looking at Chainlink, a little bit of a bounce. Honestly, it's stuck inside of this longer range. There's not much to do here. It is bouncing off a little bit of support right here, but really you'd need to get through $7.80 to get the pump to $9.60. So 780 is going to be your short-term level there. Let's look at Lululemon. Let's go back to a few stocks here. Lululemon has support down here on the chart. I can bring that out. Looks like there's a gap up here that could be filled. So if we get a pump in the market, I'm just trying to look at the bigger chart picture here and see what we have. Let's do our trend lines. Again, we always like to do our trend lines. There's your downsloping resistance trend line. And in fact, I'm going to get rid of this blue one. I don't agree with that one anymore. I must have put that in a while back. This is more important right here. Look at that channel. Look at that. I mean, look at that wedge pattern. That's a beautiful wedge. So basically, if you're looking at LULU and you want to go long, do not go long if it breaks, or exit if it breaks this trend line. So if it breaks this kind of 305, 300 area, get out right away because it's going to probably go to 250. But same thing on the other side. You could be long as it doesn't break that, and then maybe it'll test 365 and maybe break to the upside. Okay? Palantir had a big move yesterday after they just turned a little bit of a profit. If we continue to get a market pop, look to short this around $11 to $11.40. That would be your short-term resistance. In terms of potentially buying it here, don't chase it. You never want to chase after a 20% move yesterday or whatever it did. Again, you wouldn't want to chase that chart. Okay? All right, let me see what else we have. Let's look at Platinum, see what Platinum has in store for us here. The chart on Platinum's had a nice decline, beautiful decline. Platinum actually has some good support here. Look at that. So today you're right into this area of support. So right around this $920 level, there is some support on the daily chart of Platinum. If I zoom out as well, look at this. You have more support just a little bit below 900. That would be another area to add. So again, 920 is support, then 885, 886. That would be a level. You would not want to see this break this lower trend line, though. So if it gets below 880, then you would want to exit. Yeah, Coinbase, again, nothing on Coinbase. It already had its bounce off of its lows and it's pulled back off of its highs. So Coinbase wouldn't be something I'd be looking at. GDXJ, just refer to my gold analysis. Basically, you can coordinate it with that. XLE, we could look at oil as the last thing. I'll look at oil real quick. And again, oil today, guys, it's basically hovering on this breakout trend line. It has not broken out yet, but it's very, very close and it's building a bullish consolidation pattern. All right. So again, that's bullish consolidation right there. If it can break out, short-term resistance is 82.5. If it gets through that, you're looking at $93 to $94. But right now, you have immature bullish consolidation that's favoring the upside slightly for maybe a short-term breakout. What would change my mind if we broke this trend line here, then it's going back to 70. And eventually, by the way, I still have a call out that it's going to 65 or under. So even if we get a breakout here to the upside, which I think is possible, I still think it's ultimately going lower.
Despite Soloway's bearish stance on Coinbase, Cathie Wood is back to buying shares of Coinbase for her company's exchange-traded funds after a nearly month-long break, as Eric disclosed it had purchased 162,325 shares of Coinbase. ARK's last purchase of Coinbase was in mid-January when it bought $3.3 million worth of shares of the exchange. The $9.2 million buy comes as U.S. regulators increase their scrutiny of the digital assets industry. The IEA raised its forecast for 2023 oil demand growth and said there could be a supply deficit in the second half due to restrained production from OPEC+, the organization of the petroleum exporting countries OPEC and other oil suppliers, including Russia. The IEA said China will make up nearly half of this year's oil demand growth after it relaxed its COVID-19 curbs, and also said about 1 million BPD of production from Russia will be shut in by the end of the first quarter, citing a European ban on seaborne imports and a Group of Seven, G7, price cap. Gareth Soloway is notorious for making accurate predictions and having very sharp technical analysis skills, and it wouldn't be a surprise to see his analysis go through without a fault. Many cryptocurrencies are showing the green signal even as regulatory bodies are cracking down hard on various centralized exchanges. We have our ears and eyes open for any information regarding the financial markets and wouldn't hesitate to let you know. Do you agree with Gareth Soloway's analysis? If you don't, you can let us know why in the comment section below, and also endeavor to give us a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos.